Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel for some more Ketron hints and tips. This one is to show you how to create multiple splits or zones for different sounds. And to illustrate this, I'm going to use, this was one of the first sounds I created as a registration on the Ketron, and it's the setup for The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, that great spaghetti western film, score by Ennio Morricone. And I specifically needed a split sound, and I'll explain why. And we'll show you how easy it is, because I genuinely believe this is the simplest arranger I've found for setting up zones, or let's call them splits, on individual sounds. So I've created two sounds, and I'm going to show you the first one. Good, bad, split. And if I do the long press on there, you can see what I've actually done to create this sound. So I've chosen a solid body guitar. So there's my sort of Western style guitar. You can't hear the whistle and the shakuhachi at the moment. Shakuhachi, by the way, Japanese instrument. It's a flute type instrument. I believe it's probably bamboo. Yeah, so if I switch the guitar off, can't hear it. But if I move up the keyboard, you will hear, first of all, the whistle or the shakuhachi. Nothing. That's because we've gone below this split point. So, look, let me show you how I've done this. It looks like we've got three sounds layered, but if you go on to page 2, it's 2 of 7 of the voice edit page, you will see that this first column next to the sound, name of the sound, is range. And that's the range of notes for that particular sound. So you'll see that solid body is going from A2 to F sharp 4. So this is F sharp 4. So that is the very last note that will play that guitar. When we move to G4, if you have a look, that's our starting note for the whistle and the shakuhachi. So we've created a split. I just want to show you the mechanics of how you do that, and one little tip for you. If you're not sure what the bottom note's going to be and you are using a style, the easiest thing is just set it to the bottom note, because your master split for the keyboard will actually override that setting, and it will just play that sound from where your accompaniment split is to the right of there. So this solid body guitar, I've actually picked the right note here, but just to illustrate, if I just press that to highlight it, it's as simple as just tapping a note. So I'm going to put the bottom note. If you look, the yellow box now jumps to the top note, and it's saying, where do you want that to end? Well, actually, I picked F sharp 4. So if I press that, the yellow goes out. It means it's entered. If the guitar finishes on F sharp 4, your whistle and the shakuhachi needs to start on the next note up. This is quite important. Don't put it on the same note. Otherwise, if you do play that F sharp for any reason, you're going to hear the guitar and the whistle and the shakuhachi all on one note. That's not what we want. So you highlight the first note of the whistle and you would press the note. It jumps to the top note. Jump. And we'll go up there. Okay. I'm going to take that note there, and it goes from there right up to there. And that is it. Make sure the yellow lights are out. Otherwise, if you touch any other key, that's the setting it will put in there. So if it looks like, oh, that's the right note, I won't do anything. Look what happens. The note has changed. Okay, so you need to do each note, even if it's already got the right note in it. I hope that makes sense. So now we've got our solid body guitar here. and our combination of whistle and shakuhachi up there. If you want to copy this, as always, I'll tell you the volume controls. The solid body guitar is on 127 maximum. The whistle is on 109 and the shakuhachi is on 84 because we're using this shakuhachi just to fill that whistle sound out a little bit. The solid body guitar is not pitch shifted. You'll see the shift is at 0, whereas the whistle and the shakuhachi are actually up 1 octave. So what we end up with, if I put the style, see how that works and how quick I can make that registration change. If I'd got to physically take my hands off and press buttons, even if you did it on a foot switch, it's got to be so clinically accurate. Whereas just swapping the octave with a bit of practice is much easier and you get that much smoother transition. So all I did at that point was press save and I gave it the name of Good Bad Split, saved it into an empty location, and away we go. Now, with that in place, I wanted a second version of that with exactly the same split points in. I just wanted to change the guitar to a harmonica. So here's how I did it. I loaded this current sound, Good Bad Split, went to either page 1 or page 2. It doesn't really matter. Press where it says solid body guitar, and actually the harmonicas are in the accordion bank. There it is. So all we've done, we've kept everything else the same, but we've changed the guitar into a harmonica. Let's just try it. There's a problem because I need the harmonica in a different octave to what we had the guitar. Well, that's easy remedied. We go back to page 1 and we go to our shift setting, and where it's on 0, I'm going to put it to +12. Now let's try it. Perfect. Go to save, choose an empty location. Okay, I'll choose 20 because it's out of the way. Press save as, because you don't want the same name, and all we're going to do here is I'm going to abbreviate that, whoops, don't want it in capitals, space, and we'll call it 2. So Good Bad Split 2, enter. So now we've got a new sound called Good Bad Split 2, and we've still got our original one. So I think what I'm trying to say is you didn't have to do all of the work again. Use the one that you made originally as a template and then just swap the sounds over, do a bit of pitch shifting. You might need to adjust volumes, etc., etc. Once you've saved it, I've sort of built that up into a registration now. So you can see I've got Good Bad Split 2. So I can go from one to the other very, very quickly now. So and so on. So that is how you make zones. And now I used 2 sounds on that section. I could have created yet another zone in exactly the same way, so you could have 3 sounds spread across the keyboard. Maybe I'll show you that in a future video. But just before I finish, I just want to clear up the point about your master global split, if we want to call it that, will override, because I told the guitar to actually start down on this bottom note, but of course it doesn't, because up to that note I've got my there you go. go. Obviously, I messed the chords up by playing single notes, but you can hear where the guitar kicks in. To set your master split, just hold the split button. I've got it set at G sharp 2. You may notice I've actually locked that as well, which means whatever registration I pick, whether a different split point has been created or not, it will stay locked on that. To lock and unlock it, you literally just press the lock button there. So I hope that's helped you in being able to create some splits and zones across your keyboard on the Ketron Event. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, because it really helps us as we move forward developing and growing our channel. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with you very soon. Bye for now.